All right, guys. I don't know if you guys are getting tired of these videos, but I hope they're helping. Um, so this all should look exactly like what you have. This is what I just showed you in the last video, except this is a finished project, finished by a couple of students from last year. It was a decent one. Not the best, not the worst, but it has everything filled in. So all of this is the same. These are just instructions, just like what you'll have. So they have their budget. So here's the flights, and apparently their flight cost $678 US dollars, and then they convert it to soles by using this tool. Okay. On this one, it says place a screenshot, and it says how to do it. Hold Control and this button at the same time on your Chromebook. And their screenshot isn't super clear, but if you look in this top corner, and you'll see it on yours, I think it says like 678 or something like that. Yeah, 678. And then they needed to change it to soles on that previous slide. Okay, if we look down food menus, they should have these all filled out. So this is what I provided. These are the different foods you can choose from. So it looks like for day one, they chose for breakfast plátanos fritos, and that cost 5 soles. And for drink, the jugo de mango, which was 2.90 soles. And that's a total of 7.90. You need to add that. Don't use a calculator. You can add by hand. It's good practice. And then they changed that to dollars. That's actually really cheap in US dollars. I would prefer if they put the sign $2, 2.37, but they did write dollars. So that's good. Okay. They do that for each day of the week. And then at the end, on your budget form, you're going to add all of so you see you got your total for each day. You're going to add all those totals for each day together on your budget form. Okay. And then on this one, it's just kind of fun. Like, look up what these look like. Like, what was a bocadillo con queso y papas fritas look like? Well, it looks like that. They chose some pretty lame ones. These ones aren't really that interesting. Check out the cuy, C-U-Y al horno. You'll be surprised at what that looks like. Um, here's activities that they have filled out. Remember, one of those has to be a travel day. So these are the resources. Use these links. They'll give you, this is what they're using. So from one of those links, they picked Lima as their first city. That's what they flew into. So they chose a museum with dinner, and that cost 350.70 soles, and then they changed that to US dollars, or maybe from vice versa. Looks like they spent 3 days in Lima, and then they did a travel day on the fourth day, and they chose the bus. Remember, you can choose bus, flight, or a train. Okay. And it looks like that one costs, looks like that travel day, they traveled to Cusco, another city, and it costs $69.90, which they changed to soles using that conversion rate. I'll have a tutorial about changing those if you've forgotten how to. Okay, and then looks like the rest of their trip, they chose things to do in Cusco, right? And private half day Cusco tour, full day the lake hike, okay? And then they have the prices in both type of money there. Then you'll fill in the budget form, which you're basically going to add all that stuff together. So just follow directions on that. And then here's the rubric again. So make sure you finish the project all the way. The slides are all complete. All sections are complete on the budget form. I'll show you the budget form again real quick. The food expenses, add up each day's worth of food, and then change that to dollars. And you can add them in dollars if you want. Activity expenses, so all the activities and the travel, add up and put it here. Total expenses, that would be your flight plus your activities plus your meals. So this is your total. And then you need to take your budget, that's 1,500 minus how much you spent, and your number should be somewhere between 30 to 0 because you want to spend as much of your budget as you can. Then change that to soles if it's in dollars. Then you're going to answer all these questions in complete sentences. And that's the project. Depending on how hard you work, it should just take about 30 minutes each day, unless you're completely confused. But I really want you to have fun with this and ask me a ton of questions if you're confused. But I really think you can learn a lot from this and have a good time with it. Okay? All right. Well, good luck this week, guys. Don't be shy to email me questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.